goat, and tripe. Mexicans don't eat these meats as some kind of dare. We eat them because they are delicious.
You're getting like a double experience at once, which makes it a triple experience.
Look at this gorgeousness begging to be slurped. You know you're dying to tuck this birria into a taco. And I want you to bring all this flavor into your home.
I think it's about time that we make menudo here in this kitchen for you.
In my kitchen, I'll transform your trepidation into a celebration when I make Jalisco's famous red menudo. Then treat yourself with a sweet, custardy jericalla de cajeta.
It is like a cross between a flan and a creamy soft pudding.
Toast all your culinary adventures with a drink you will love, the refreshing pineapple tepache. This is an open invitation for Club Delicious.
We're like going to the roots here, to the classics. We're making menudo, I mean, that's advanced.
You know you want to join.
Dame, dame, dame tu chocolate, dame, dame, dame café caliente, dame, dame, dame tu corazón.
Doesn't this look amazing? Delicious? Inviting? This is the legendary breakfast soup of Mexico. Menudo. That's right. The one made with tripe. You might be challenged by it, but after one bite, you'll be one of us. The lovers of that rich broth filled with hints of chile and oregano, the toothy, slurpy bite of pancita, all customized to your taste with your favorite condiments. I love it all. Say no all you want, but to those who know, this one's for you.
Menudo is one of Mexico's go-to pick-me-ups. You have a bowl of menudo, whatever happened the night before, you're ready to go. See, he's telling me if you're crudo. ¡Hey! ¡Te me estás cortando!
Aquí va usted.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Carlos.
Allá. Mira, bucket. Oh, he already has his menudo. Puedo ver. ¿Quién se lo va a comer ahorita?
Ah, la familia.
La familia.
La familia, sí.
They're waiting for him.
Claro.
I should have brought my bucket. Ay, mira, ahí está el menudo. Hola. Buenos días. Look at the size of this pot. I can take a bath in here. So you choose which kind of tripe you want, how much you want, and then they give you the caldo, el caldo rojo. And you can see it's red. And if it's red, it's tapatío from Jalisco.
Menudería Cano opened 23 years ago, and their customers are as devoted as ever.
Ustedes vienen aquí desde hace mucho tiempo. Sí. Y siempre piden lo mismo, siempre menudo.
Depende Lo come uno en el desayuno, ¿verdad?
En el desayuno.
Cuando se echó sus copiosas una noche antes, ese es como muy típico. No es el caso de nosotros.
No salieron anoche. No, porque tienen los ojitos chiquitos.
Sí, él sí.
Mira, ¿cómo se llama usted? Jaime tiene los ojitos chiquitos.
Their eye-opening recipe is the same since the day they opened, and the Menudería Cano family legacy continues.
Tú eres la hija del dueño, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo te llamas? Guadalupe, but in Mexico Guadalupe es Lupe, and if you get to know a Lupe, es Lupita. ¿Te dicen Lupita?
Sí.
¿Sí? Pues la empezó tu papá.
No, la empezó mi abuelita.
Ah, tu
mi
abuelita.
bisabuela.
There are different types of tripe to choose from, with the scripted names like book or Bible.
Un poquito de libro y un poquito de pedacito. Come. Le va a echar el caldito. Gracias, Ale. So now that it's ready, somebody will bring it to our table because you're eating with me.
Menudo is usually a communal meal, but how to eat it? Everyone has their own style.
Lupita says she doesn't add anything because she doesn't want to take away the flavor, and I'm kind of resisting that because I love the garnishes so much. But I said I was going to try it. Like, she eats it. Okay. Está delicioso. It has a bold flavor, but it's subtle in the broth. Like it's not in your face, but it has a lot of flavor. So I ate it just like that. It was delicious. I'm gonna now dress it. Le voy a echar cebollita. Le voy a echar un poquito de orégano. Oh, ya me olió. The oregano hit the broth and it suddenly like hit me. It smells so nice. I like dressed and decorated things because I love feeling different textures when I'm eating. Está delicioso. A mí está riquísimo. I mean, you do have to experience it on its own, pero I love it dressed. Fue la cubeta, Lupita. Ay, rico. ¿Sí tienen cubetas para llevar? Pues le llevo a todo mi equipo. Claro. I think it's about time that we make menudo here in this kitchen for you because I love menudo, grew up eating menudo. Menudo is one of Mexico's most loved weekend foods, hangover foods. I'm gonna show you how to make Jalisco style menudo. Menudo is basically a tripe soup. So let's get into the tripe. I have 3 pounds of tripe, 2 different types, one called honeycomb and the other one is called book or Bible, and 2 pounds of calf's feet. First of all, I already rinsed it with cold water a few times, drain it, and then I have here 6 cups of water and I'm going to add a half a cup of vinegar, 3 teaspoons of salt. The vinegar and salt and water will just mellow everything out to neutralize anything that may be too strong in terms of aroma or taste. We're gonna set this aside. We are going to start our sauce, and I have my heat here over medium, and I'm going to add half a teaspoon of coriander seeds and a half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Menudo is something that people typically don't make at home unless if you're extremely passionate about it. There are fondas, restaurant stands that only focus in menudo and they have crowds of loyal customers. For guajillo chile, remove the stems and seeds. The guajillo is not too spicy. It goes really well with any cut of meat. I'm gonna go ahead and toast them over medium heat, and you wanna remove it when it's already toasted but not burned. I have some water here and I'm gonna add my chiles and I'm gonna let them rehydrate. So I'm gonna add 2 cloves of garlic. After at least 30 minutes, you wanna drain the tripe and rinse it in cold water. I have here a pot full of water. I'm going to add my feet in here. The feet take longer to cook. Feet first. I'm adding half an onion. And now I'm gonna add the whole garlic. Just like there's different versions of chicken soup throughout Mexico, or beans, or pozole, every region in Mexico has its own versions of menudo, and people just love it. I have 2 types of tripe here. Honeycomb, and I mean, look, it does look like honeycomb. And book or Bible, because it would seem that it has like pages. You're gonna cut the tripe into bite-sized pieces. People are very, very particular about what kind of tripe they like. Some people want their menudo just with honeycomb. Some people want their menudo just with book or Bible. I have my calf's feet that have been cooking for half an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the tripe. A teaspoon of dried oregano, a teaspoon of salt. I have 10 sprigs of mint, and I'm gonna tie them with a little twine so that they're easy to take out when everything's cooked. The mint goes so well with the chile and it cuts through the meatiness of the tripe And then I'm gonna let this come to a medium to low simmer. I'm gonna cover it partially and I'm gonna let it cook for 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna now finish the chile sauce. I'm adding the rehydrated guajillos and the 2 garlic cloves, the chili cooking liquid, the coriander and cumin seeds, and we wanna puree until completely smooth. Now, this sauce is gonna be waiting. Jericalla is one of Mexico's classic desserts and it comes from Jalisco and it is the perfect dessert for anything Mexican because it is soft, it is creamy, it is like a cross between a flan and a creamy soft pudding. Traditionally, it's made with vanilla. Today, we're gonna make a cajeta one. I have my saucepan here. I have it set over medium heat and I'm gonna pour 4 cups of whole milk. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now I'm gonna add the cajeta. Cajeta is Mexico's version of dulce de leche, and Mexicans love cajeta that much more. It's richer, it's traditionally made with goat's milk, and it's cooked until caramelized. My kids love doing galleta Maria or graham cracker sandwiches with cajeta. Cajeta is delicious with banana. Cajeta is delicious with green apple. We just want to cook this until it starts to gently simmer. After you see the bubbles, you turn off the heat and you let it cool a little. And I'm gonna add 8 egg yolks that I already separated. You wanna make sure that you whisk them until the color becomes more intense and the texture becomes uniform. We're gonna cook the jericallas in a water bath, and you wanna add enough water to get up to halfway to the height of the rim. Now this nice warm bath is waiting for the jericallas. I'm going to incorporate my cajeta flavored milk in here, and little by little so that the milk doesn't curdle the eggs. Once you're like halfway done with the mixture, you can just go ahead and pour the rest. Then we're just gonna pour onto our ramekins. They get baked in the oven at 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. Birria is incredibly popular these days. But it's actually always been a staple here in Jalisco. The word birria often refers to a mess. Give me this kind of mess any day, por favor. My hunt for the best birria has led me just outside of Guadalajara to the pueblo mágico of Tlaquepaque, and it is here that I may have actually found it. Hola, hola. So I see very clean plates. This is a really good sign. It smells amazing. Mira, ahí viene. ¿Qué trae?
Esta es la birria tatemada, bien jugosita.
¿Ququé tienes ahí?
Este es el consomé.
A ver cómo se la sirves.
Sí, claro.
A ver.
Por favor.
Chololo's birria is unique. It's called birria tatemada, and it's something special.
¿Tienen de otro tipo de birria?
Solo esta, tatemada.
Es esta, ok. Jalisco is known for different kinds of birria. Y aquí es birria tatemada. Tatemada translates to charred or like deeply toasted. A ver, es chivo.
Chivo de
Okay, so they do offer goat, lamb, and beef. The most traditional is goat, which is what I'm having. So it's steamed, and then he's gonna take it to the next step.
And this is when Chololo's birria goes to another level.
¿Cómo se llama usted?
Estela.
Estela, ¿cuánto tiempo lleva haciendo birria?
Muchito siempre.
¿Muchos años?
Sí.
¿Cuá-
Como unos 20.
¡20 años!
Este es el adobo.
¿Y el adobo de qué es?
Es un molito, es un adobito. Se le pone.
Once covered in sauce, the birria goes into the oven to tatemar, or crisp up. And here, it's always served with refried beans smothered with cheese.
We're gonna have a great lunch, right, Kev? You excited?
I'm very excited.
How much do we wanna have birria?
I've been waiting all day.
To how many birria places have we gone until we found the one?
This is the one.
I feel it.
Yes.
Uy. Perfect. Okay.
Estamos con birria tatemada,
Okay, we're following orders.
cebollita en sus platitos, limoncito, un poquito de salsita.
Ah, ¿esta es salsa roja cruda?
Ese es serrano con jitomate.
Uy, fresh tomato with fresh serrano chile. ¿A little?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like, yeah, bring it on.
Yeah.
Poquitito de la botellita, pero poquito.
Okay, este es chile de árbol. He said just a little.
Poquito.
Poquito.
Va a poner su tortilla en su platito,
We're taking orders.
pone carne en ella.
Uy, it's falling apart, Kev. Look at this. Should I give you some?
Yes, please.
¿Cuánta? Más. I'm gonna put a little bit of the refried beans. And we need to add a little broth here. Kev, follow. Follow my footsteps. Okay, ¿ya?
Mordidito y luego con su cucharita de consomé.
Ah,
¿va?
mordida y luego. Okay.
Los dejo, buen provecho.
It's really good.
It's phenomenal.
It's very good.
Do you like to chase it or do you like to dunk it? I'm liking chasing it.
I like to chase it.
You're getting like a double experience at once, which makes it a triple experience. It's like a third dimension. And then when you chase it with these,
It's a whole new thing.
yeah.
It's a second meal.
So you're getting like two incredibly different but connected experience at the same time. The birria, which is tatemada, like nice and toasted. This broth is so flavorful. And it's like now I can't have one without the other.
I agree.
Was this worth taking you all around?
So delicious.
Oh, cheers, Kev.
Cheers.
I just took the jericallas out. The top looks set, but it's definitely jiggly. We're gonna raise the rack of the oven to the top. We're gonna sprinkle the jericallas with sugar. And we're gonna broil them from 30 seconds to a minute until they get that caramelly top. And then you put it in the fridge for a few hours until set. Let's see how we're doing with our menudo. It's been cooking for 4 hours and it looks like it's ready. I'm gonna take out the mint, the onion, and the garlic. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out the feet because I'm going to remove all of the meat that you can eat from it. Now, this would be a white menudo. And if you were in the state of Sinaloa, they would add hominy, and that's how you would eat it. But in Jalisco, they don't add hominy, but they do add a chile puree. I'm gonna let this cook for another 20 to 30 minutes. We want the chile sauce to flavor everything in here. I'm gonna cut the pieces from the feet that we're gonna use. I'm gonna let this cook for another 15 minutes. We're making tepache, and tepache is one of Mexico's fermented drinks. Mexico's fermented drinks are not that well known, I think, outside of Mexico, but they are classics and beloved, and they're absolutely delicious, light and bright and so refreshing. So today we're making tepache in the style of Jalisco, which uses pineapple. So to get us started, we need a syrup. We're gonna add 4 cups of water, and 2 large piloncillos make for a pound, a 2-inch piece of cinnamon, and 4 whole cloves. I'm gonna cover it because I want the piloncillo to dilute into the water. You wanna use a really ripe pineapple. I'm very happy that we're making tepache because we're like going to the roots here, to the classics. We're making menudo, I mean, that's advanced. We're going deep here. So I'm cutting the pineapple just into chunks, and we're using the heart, the rind, everything. So tepache used to be made in pre-Hispanic times with maize or corn, and then the different regions started adding different ingredients, different fruits, different spices. We have 12 cups of water, and I'm adding my pineapple here. Oh, this smells so inviting. It smells like mulled wine, molasses. Then we're gonna pour. I'm gonna cover these. I have another one that I got started a few days ago. Okay, don't get scared. You don't need to get 3 containers. I got 3 containers so that I could show you the process. So this is the mixture that we just made. This is gonna sit for 48 hours. And then after 48 hours, it looks like this, much darker and concentrated, and it smells a little bit more funky. So I'm adding beer because beer will help accelerate the fermenting process. Now let's see what happens to the 3rd batch after it has the beer mixed with it for 12 hours. It smells sweeter, it smells funkier, then you just enjoy the drink. It is bright and light, barely effervescent, and incredibly refreshing. You can see how the white menudo transformed to a red menudo with so much flavor, so much color. I'm gonna get my garnishes ready. So I'm chopping some fresh mint, fresh cilantro. I'm gonna heat up a couple of tortillas and serve my menudo, which looks so ready. Look at this. It's seasoned and it has thickened. This bowl is pretty gorgeous. We're gonna garnish it. We're gonna make it festive. Then I need a warm corn tortilla so that I can chase my menudo with bites of tortilla. The texture is so delightful. It's slightly chewy. You have the honeycomb, which is so different from the book. And then the broth is rich. It doesn't feel too heavy though. You're just getting what you need to keep on going. And this is great because outside of Mexico, it's really hard to find menudo. But now you don't have to go to Mexico. If you want to try it, you can make your own. Looking like jericalla ready to be eaten. One of the signature features of the jericalla is that broiled caramelly top, very similar to creme brulee. So creamy inside. It is so satisfying, so delicious, and the contrast in textures is so good. Another classic for your Mexican repertoire.